Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento Area Realtor, and this is your monthly market video update for the end of June 2017, beginning of July 2017. So some stuff's gone on in the market since we spoke last month. The Fed actually did a little bit of a rate increase, and so that they didn't actually raise mortgage interest rates. They did the Fed rate increase, but that's actually kind of tied a little bit to mortgage interest rates. So it's going to be interesting to see how mortgage interest rates react to that over the next few days, weeks, and months. It was an expected rate increase. There's actually one more planned for later on this year as well. So that's just some interesting thing to watch and keep an eye on. If rates shoot up higher, we'll have a little bit. This appreciation that we're seeing is probably going to slow down because buyers' power, they'll lose some buying power. When you have a higher interest rate, you can't afford as much of a payment as well. So something to keep an eye on. Also, an interesting topic of conversation out there is the Zillow instant offers that came out. They're not in our area yet. They're doing some beta testing, I think, in Orlando, I think Las Vegas, and some market in Texas somewhere. So there's a lot of buzz around it, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of traction going on with them. That's a topic for a whole nother video, but just something that's going on that's out there as well. That's kind of a disruptor in the market right now. But let's jump into the stats real quick. This is for May 2017. So good news for buyers out there. You can see that the active inventory actually went up. It went up 9.3%. So we had an active inventory of 1,935 homes on the market, which was up quite a bit from the 1,771 last month. However, if you look year over year, we're still down 13.9% of active inventory. So it's summertime, man, the heat is on out there in the weather, and the heat is on in the market right now as well too, and that's because of supply and demand going on right now. There's not much supply and there's a lot of demand. So number of closed escrows, that jumped up pretty significantly for May. That's compared to April, went up 14.5%. But then let's take a look at year over year, actually higher, 7.4% higher than it was this time last year for closed escrows. So we have less homes available and more homes closing escrow. So what does that translate to? That translates to a very low months of inventory, only 1.1 months of inventory. And that's when all the buyers groan. You can see month over month, that's less, and then year over year, we're 21.4% less inventory than we were at this time last year as far as months worth of inventory. So we learned this economics back in middle school and high school, simple supply and demand. When the supply is low and the demand is high, what happens to the price? The price goes up, and we're seeing that going on. The median price for May was $342,500 for a median in Sacramento area. That's up 3.9% from last month. That's a huge jump month over month, but as we've talked about before, we don't really worry about month over month as much as year over year. So let's take a look at last year. That's a 7.4% increase, so still a large increase from year over year, comparing 2017 and 2016 for May. So a big jump in that as well too. So the numbers are showing what we're seeing in the market. What we're seeing in the market is tight inventory, meaning there's not a lot of houses out there. I had a guy recently call me from LA saying, hey, I'm looking at kind of the Sacramento area out in Rockland, and there just seems to be a ton of pending sales and not really much available homes. I said, yeah, you're exactly right. That's what's going on. Your computer screen's not broken or anything. Homes that come on, they're priced right, show well, and have good marketing, they're selling at or above list price within a few days with typically multiple offers on the properties. So that's what's going on. It's a little bit more of a broken record still for this month, but that's what's going on in our market right now. So if you're a buyer or a seller out there, feel free to connect with me. You can go to realestatewithdoug.com to reach out to all my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, follow my blog. my YouTube videos, subscribe to them, all that good stuff. Look forward to hearing from you. Have a great summer. Happy 4th of July and clear skies.